Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Lala Diaries. Oh, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm still your best friend, your day one, your ride or die, your favorite person. Still here to serve you. Actually, we should serve each other. So yeah, it's a two-way street these days. So hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lala Diaries. I actually missed you guys. I did. So yeah, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about 5 things that I feel we should keep private no matter what. Yes, I know these days people like to share everything that they're going through, and people feel like everyone around us knows us and we owe people an explanation to what's going on in our lives. But there's certain things that I feel that we should not share or we should not be too open about. So yeah, let's get right into it. Point number 1, relationships. Keep your relationships private. Obviously, this is number 1. I feel like it's important. That's why I just put it as number 1. Because yeah, it's close to my heart. Private relationships are sacred relationships. It's just you and him. Or you and her. You know, it's not a secret. It's just low-key. You're just keeping things low-key. You know, you're truthful about being together and being in a relationship, but you're just limiting the details. You're limiting the access that people can have to the information of what's going on between the two of you. Let me just say, some of the happiest couples that I know are in private relationships. They are happy, they're living their life, they don't have their business all over the place. You wouldn't even know they had an argument because they're dealing with their things together and they're building in silence, and that's the way to go. There are so many benefits of keeping the details and personal matters of your relationship to yourselves. There are so many benefits of keeping your relationship private. So I'm just gonna quickly go through some so you don't leave this video without any fighting points to entice you to change the way you look at private relationships. Firstly, it's no one's business what goes on in your relationship. Your struggles, your secrets, your decisions that you make, the two of you, all the disagreements. No, it's no one's business. It's just supposed to be you two. Even your amazing moments. If you don't feel like sharing them, you don't feel like sharing them. Because you've reached milestones in your relationship, you should be happy about them. Celebrate together. If you feel like letting people in, the people that you trust, in inverted commas, then do that. But yeah, it's no one's business. They don't need to know. So you don't owe it to anyone to start explaining things to them. Another thing is that you can also focus on each other. You're not focusing on who said, what that person said. You're focusing on each other. You give each other undivided attention. You're not focusing attention on the problems that are caused by the drama that's coming from the outside. No, you're focusing on each other. Because at the end of the day, you're still getting to know one another. You never really know someone 100%. So you're still learning. So why interrupt that learning with all the baggage that outside noise comes with? So don't. Keep it private. Keep learning about each other. You actually be happier, you know? And yeah, you actually build a genuine connection. You actually strengthen your bond. And that's very, very important in relationships. Lastly, this is like a bonus. I think it's a very powerful bonus though. You protect your relationship from outsiders. Other people's opinions, people's input won't be influencing you guys. You know, you protect yourselves from judgment, from toxicity, negativity, drama, etc. Because the intimate details about your relationship are not for the public to know. What they do not know, they cannot destroy. I think I've said this phrase 100 times. If you want to take something from this, just take that. What people don't know, they cannot destroy. So the less you're keeping under wraps, the better. So yeah, guys, at the end of the day, it's you two. So keep that bond, keep growing, keep getting to know one another, keep being happy with your people as well. Be happy with your partner, be happy with your people that actually support you, that actually want you guys to win and succeed, and all will be well. The Cindy's of this world don't need to know. So yeah. Point number 2, finances. The dollar bills, guys. The dinero, the moolah. The ndalama. The money. People don't need to know how much you get paid. It's a secret. When your HR tells you don't disclose, don't disclose. Not just your workmates. Don't disclose your family members. Don't disclose to, your friends. Chances are they already know, guys. They already know. Chances are they're probably getting more than you. Chances are they actually don't care. Or they do not want to know. They couldn't be bothered. One thing I can tell you about money is that you don't need to tell anyone that you have it. People can see. People can smell it. People can see it in the way you talk, what you talk about, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, the conversation. Like, you can have someone wearing Gucci and Prada and all of that. And you can have a very simple person, just wearing a normal t-shirt, no glitz, no glam. And you can still see that this person has the money and this one is trying to prove a point. They're making up for something. So yeah, guys, you don't need to broadcast your finances. Even the other way around, the whole world doesn't need to know that you're broke, Keep it to yourself. Protect that little dignity that you still have in you, People start perceiving you in a certain way because, Baja, they're always broke, because you always say you're broke. But if you keep it private and people don't know, then no one will hold anything against you. They may assume it, but, leave them confused. They don't need to know. Yeah, and one thing I can also say, right, is telling people about your finances creates a lot of expectations from other people. All of a sudden now, 500 kwacha girlfriend allowance is not enough because you told your girlfriend you got a promotion. Nothing wrong with saying that, let me just say. But the fact that you told her, no, babe, now I'm not getting 10 pin anymore. Now I'm getting 20 pin. You think she's still gonna accept the $500? No, now she wants more. She wants triple. She wants quadruple now because you told her. And also, it just puts a target on your back if you're walking around telling everybody, oh, me, this, that, and that, and that. People are like, oh, now we know where to steal from. Now we know who to rob. Now we know where to go when you want that money and want that TV and that brand new phone, all of that. And also, people now feel like they can borrow from you and not paying you back. So it's like, hey, bro, can I please have, what am I saying, my 500? Let me just say a 3 pin. Can I please have a 3,000? I'll pay you back. Oh, okay. I'll pay you back in a month. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, because you have all the money in the world, because you keep telling people you get that 20 pin and you got that money. They feel like they don't need to pay you back. It's like, oh, I'll pay at the time that you actually really need it. And even then they'll be like, do you really need it? Can I pay you again in 6 months? Things like that. Yeah. In poverty that are always all over the place trying to brag, trying to show me I've got this, I've got that. Yeah. It's always. Also, a very important thing is that people also start offering you financial advice. No, for you to save better, you need to invest in this, you need to buy this bond, you need to invest in property. Maybe those are not even your plans. So now you need to meet up to people's expectations because you have all this money that you keep telling people that you have. Now people expect you to do or invest in certain things like that. So it just creates pressure for you, really. Just creates a lot of pressure. And one thing I can tell you, people that have money do not brag. So the person that's there telling you, babe, I get whatever grand. Yeah, I went to whatever. I did that. Chances are they don't have none of that. They're just bluffing. They're just bluffing. What's that phrase? Put your money where your mouth is. If someone is saying that, let them show you. And also, what I've also noticed that people who actually, even if they do have the money, right, and they actually brag about it, it just means they're not used to it. It means you either grew up or you came from humble beginnings that you feel like you need to prove a point out, show people that, mama, I made it. This is me now. This is the life I'm living. So now you want to show people that, guys, I came from nothing to something. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, to me, that's what, if a guy comes bragging to me and telling me, me, I get that, me, I get that. Even a girl, me, I do this, I did that. Babe, chances are you came from humble beginnings. You're not used to this lifestyle. You're only here knowing it now. And also, chances are you don't actually have what you're talking about. Or you're speaking from without and not from within. So guys, as a debater that I once aspired to be, speak from without and not from within. Or do not speak at all. People actually don't care. Or maybe they do and you have your people you need to impress. But babe, you're just creating pressure for yourself. So give yourself a pat on the back. Tell yourself to sit down and keep that private. Point number 3, your struggles. Keep your struggles private. Keep them a secret until you succeed. It prevents people from judging you. Not just judging you in general, but judging you for a phase in your life. You'll now be remembered as that struggle, They won't remember you as, this joyful person. No, they'll remember you like Enron. If you're an accountant, you know what I mean. Enron was a company that they did so well, and then things just went haywire, and things just became a mess. And it's always used as an example, as something that was so great and actually became a mess. But if they did not share the information, we wouldn't know them as Enron, the company that went haywire. So you people will not judge you based on that phase in your life if they do not know about it. And that's why testimonies come after the struggles. You will never hear someone going in front or timballs and celebration to say, hi, I've got a testimony because I know right now I'm going to go through something that's very difficult. No, the testimony comes after. So during that time, learn what you're learning during that period. Focus on bettering yourself or dealing with the issue. And then later on, you can speak on it and actually give advice to someone who may be going through the same situation. You'll become wiser. You would have learned a lot from the experience, and you'll be able to apply it. And then you thank God and say, God, thank you for letting me or being with me through that tough period. And you give your testimony, and it'll be powerful. People will learn from it. That's why we give testimonies, to share and say, you're not just going through this struggle alone. I've been there, and I'm telling you that if I went through it, you can also go through it and actually be better. So keep your struggles private. There's a time for everything, guys. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 7. There's a time to be silent and a time to speak. So if it's not time to speak on it yet, do not speak on it. Keep it private. People use your struggles as weaknesses, or they can use them against you. Because struggles come in different forms, different shapes and sizes. It could be a medical condition, family problems, or just a bad day or a bad experience that you've gone through, and now it will be tainted on you, and people use that as a weakness, that that girl, their family is like this, because you say too much. So keep it private. So I'll just wrap it up by saying, whatever you're going through, right? Whatever struggle you're going through, go through it on your own, or with the people that are close to you, people that you can trust, people that you love. The whole world does not need to know. You don't need to post it on Instagram. You don't need to post it on your status. No. Keep it private. And I just want to close with a verse from Matthew chapter 6 verse 5 to 7, or just to 5 and 6. And it says, when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues, on the street corners, to be seen by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Let that sink in. Point number 4, future plans. Guys, what's that phrase? We plan and God laughs. He laughs because you don't know what the future holds, right? But then when you plan and tell people about it, they may steal your ideas, or they'll make sure those plans do not come to pass. That's just on the negative side. On the positive side, they might actually put pressure on you to actually achieve those plans faster, which will also end up being a little negative, because they may rush you, and when you rush, you crash. So future plans should be kept private. I remember my older sister once told me, there's nothing wrong with you sharing future plans or ideas with someone, right? But it's not necessarily the person that you're telling this information to. It's the person that person is going to tell. So if I'm good friends with Anna, and I tell Anna my plans, and she's happy for me, and she's cheering me on and supporting me, and Anna goes and tells her, best friend or her brother or someone who actually doesn't like me or doesn't want to see me prosper, doesn't want to see me happy, that energy can actually disturb your energy. We're all in one universe. There's other realms other than the physical realm. Spiritual things also happen. So it can literally come back to you full circle in a negative way. So yeah, guard your plans, guys, until you're able to achieve them. Very, very important. Privacy when it comes to future plans is also very important because it prevents you from being discouraged and losing that drive that you had initially, because people can discourage you. I tell you, no, I want to open a salon, and you feel, no, but you don't really play that good. Like, where are you going to start from? Like, where are you? But you were so enthusiastic when you're telling this person. By the time you're done in that conversation, you're just like, ish, I really can't do this. Then you just feel discouraged. So that also prevents that. It lets you keep your momentum, keep moving at your own pace, keep, grinding, and looking forward and wanting to achieve your goals. It creates unnecessary pressure, to want to achieve your goals at the rate that other people want you to achieve them. So do it at your own pace. Keep it private until you feel like you're ready to share, or share with people that you actually trust. But that's the thing. Even if you trust them, they may tell people who don't really, have your best interest at heart. So just pray for discernment when it comes to things like that, so that you know who to tell and when to tell them. That's also very important. So that was number 4. Point number 5, confidential information. Very, very important point that is really taken for granted. I wouldn't even have mentioned all the other points, the first 4, if this is something that we actually practice in this day and age. This generation do not know how to keep secrets. So what I mean by confidential information is just something that's secret, or information only intended for a particular person or a group of people. That's confidential information. It's basically those secrets that your friends tell you, and they tell you, don't tell anyone. Janet, I'm just telling you this, don't tell anyone. Keep that as a secret. It's plain and simple. Keep it as a secret. Don't tell anybody. But knowing the people that we are, once someone just told you, don't tell anyone, you even already know the 5 people are going to tell. They even pop up in your mind. You even know that, I'm going to tell who, I'm going to tell that person, I'm going to tell that person. Honestly, it's not your story to tell. It's not your place to start broadcasting what someone has told you in confidence. There's a reason why they're telling you in confidence. If they wanted to tell Susan and Miriam and Patricia, they would have. But they only told you, and they told you that in confidence. I know everyone has a group of people that they trust and people that they feel they need to vent to and tell this information to, and that's okay. Just have discernment when it comes to who you should tell and when you should tell them. Guys, that wraps up today's video on privacy. I hope you've learned a thing or two, or you feel like there's more that I should have added into this. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for all the likes, all the love, all the subscribing. Appreciate you. Let's get further. So guys, summer is here. Hope you're wearing your sunscreen. Hope you're drinking your water, looking hot, looking fly, not showing too much skin, babe. Let's be decent still. And enjoy summer before the rains begin. Love you guys. Catch you on the next episode. Bye.